Hey everybody, welcome. Hey guys, welcome everybody. Hey Elizabeth, hey Michelle. Hey Kaya, hey Madeline. How are you guys? Hey everybody. All right, I'm gonna flip my screen. How are you guys doing today? Hey Emma. Hey Yo-Yo.
Hello.
Hey,
Can I rename myself to the little cheese?
What happened?
Can I rename myself to the little cheese?
Of course, yes you can. Of course. All right, guys. I'm gonna go over the supplies that you guys need to have. I just spotlighted my main camera on top. So today we're gonna be working, let's see. Hold on, I'm gonna spotlight me so I can see. All right, guys, so all of you guys should have received a box that Ashley mailed out with materials, okay? So you need a canvas right now. So make sure that you have your canvas because we're gonna be doing canvas painting. You guys should have received also a box with all these paints, okay? Make sure you have your paints out of your box. You can take them out now. I just took them all out just so they're accessible, okay? So you want to make sure that you have them all. There's blue, red, there's 10 colors, okay? You should have also received a palette or 2 of these palettes, okay? You should have received
I got 3.
Okay, great. Great, even better, 1 for each day. You should have also received, yes, go ahead, Elizabeth and Michelle, go ahead, what's up?
Can you please pin your iPhone video?
Oh yeah, I will, but right now I'm showing you guys the supplies that I'm doing, okay? All right, so brushes. You guys see the brushes? You guys should have received brushes. You guys should have received in a Ziploc bag as well, pencil, a Sharpie, an eraser, and you should have received 3 cups. These are for your water cups, and you should have received some paper, okay? And some washable crayons. Do you guys have everything? Yes? Great. So the one thing.
Hi, Elizabeth.
Hey,
I'm so excited for you to teach this class.
We're excited.
The only thing I didn't include
Was
is
water.
the water. Yeah. So they have to go fill up their cup like halfway with water.
Yeah.
And a paper towel or a rag would probably be a good idea too.
Yes. So make sure you can go ahead and get some water. You want to fill it about halfway, not full. I have my other cup of water. I'm just going to fill this paper cup about halfway. I don't want it too high because I don't want to spill all over the place, okay? So just have that ready. And I'm going to show you what we're going to paint today. Let me see. Who do I have here? Great. Okay. I have 2 different choices, but I think I'll stick with the one. Let's see. I think we're going to do the panda.
Yeah, do a panda.
I think I'm going to do the panda. So I'm going to show you guys what the panda is going to look like. Okay. So hold on. You guys see that?
Cute.
Okay. So we're going to do this panda bear. Okay.
Is that the background with the bamboo and stuff?
Yes, it's the background with the bamboo. So we're going to do like a green, hold on 1 second. We're going to do like a wash in the background. We're going to sketch it out first though. Okay. And then we'll
Love it.
Okay. I have a couple other ones that I wanted to do. I have this cool, this cool giraffe, but that maybe later on the week. I do have some silhouette stuff that I want to do with some palm trees. This is a cool little one, which is a giraffe one, but we're going to do the panda bear. Okay, I'm going to spotlight my hands at this time. If you guys have any questions, go ahead and just raise your hand. We're not going to do Sharpie work right now. We're just going to use a pencil, okay? So I'm going to spotlight my hands right now. If you have any questions, everyone has supplies, yes? You guys have your water cups. You guys have your brushes. All right, this is like a paint and sip.
Can you hold on? We just opened up the box because it arrived late and we couldn't touch it for 3 days.
No problem, okay? No problem. All right, guys. So you guys should all have a canvas with you. So I'm gonna take out my canvas right here.
And the canvas is in plastic, so you gotta unwrap it.
Yes, so I already took out the plastic, but yes, Ashley's right. It comes with plastic. Grab a corner with a pencil and just take the plastic off, okay? So then that way you can actually draw on the solid canvas itself, okay? You're gonna also grab your pencil, and let me just adjust this so we're a little better and a little closer. Hold on one second. And that's better, I think. I'm just gonna go here. All right. Okay, is that good? I think so. There we go. All right, let me just make sure I can see you guys in gallery view. All right, guys, here we go. So our canvas is a little small, so we're gonna draw our panda bear close. Oh, make sure you have your eraser as well. You can open that up so then that way, in case we make a mistake, we can just have it easily accessible to ourselves, okay? All right, here we go. I'm gonna move this over. Okay, so what we're gonna do, we're gonna draw our panda bear on this right-hand side of our canvas, okay? So we're gonna go step by step, okay? So we're gonna draw him probably a little closer to the top of the canvas. So we're gonna do kind of like a rainbow shaped head, okay? Now it's a little bit hard to draw on canvas. You don't wanna press too hard. You just wanna kind of press it lightly, okay? Press it lightly. So go ahead and start off with the rainbow shaped head, okay? Rainbow shaped head. What also tends to happen sometimes when you're drawing with a pencil, you might need to sharpen your pencil a couple times because the lead, it goes really fast on canvas, okay? So go ahead and do the rainbow shaped head, okay? Now we're gonna do his little chubby cheeks, okay? His little chubby cheeks are gonna go like a regular C here on this side like this. And then a backward C going here, okay? So like that, okay? Now you're gonna try to curve your face. You're gonna create kind of like almost like a little U here on the middle of his face. A little U, kind of like for the chin. A little U. And then you're just gonna go up a little bit to connect that cheek and that U, okay? And that's his shape for his face, okay? How are we doing with the face? Good? Thumbs up if we're doing okay. I'm gonna go pretty slow, okay? So we can just make sure that we have this all, okay? We're good? Okay. Next step, we're gonna go ahead and start its ears. Good, Maddie. We're gonna start its ears. So its ears are curved like a rainbow, and they're gonna go one to the left and one to the right. So it's gonna come out just like this. You can make the ears a little bigger, a little smaller, but I'm gonna do them about medium size, like right here. Okay? So that's one right there. It's kind of like a rainbow or like a C, a side C. And then whatever we have to do to the left, we have to do to the right. So we're gonna do another one going out this way. Just like that, okay? All right. Good job, Isla. Hey, Emma. Okay. Okay, so just do the ears. Kind of looks like a little bear right now. It's a panda. All right. Then we're gonna need to do its nose. Its nose looks like a little, like almost like a triangle, but an upside down, but it's curvy. It doesn't have the pointy lines, okay? So once we have its head laid out, we're gonna start off with the nose. So then that way we know exactly where to lay out the eyes, okay? So once you have the head, again, it's an arched head. Do this backward C for the cheek for the right, and then a regular letter C for this cheek, a little U on the bottom for the chin, and then attach those lines. Do the ear, like a letter C right here. And you can always turn your canvas around so it makes it easier for you to do that as well, okay? All right, so I'm gonna start with the nose here in the center. I'm gonna do like a little curved line, kind of almost like a little rainbow. And then I'm gonna curve it down, but it's looking almost like a triangle, but it's curved. It's not pointy, okay? So I'm just curving that there, like that, okay? Just like that. Just a little curvy nose. Then we're gonna start doing it smiling. So we're gonna do a straight line down from its nose. Just a little line, not too long, just a little one. And then you're just gonna curve like 2 U's, okay? So U going up, it's smiling. So one U up that way and then another U going this way, okay? And there, that's it. Good, perfect, Isla, great job. Let's see, hold yours up. Let me see how you guys are doing. Great, awesome. Danielle, Akaya, you just went for it. Okay, great, awesome. All right, I'm going step by step. Great job, Emma. Great job, little cheese. Okay, here we go, next. So here, once we have the face, we're gonna do 2 circles. So we're gonna do one here and one here. We're gonna separate them. Make sure they're not too close together because we need to draw the panda line around it. So make sure your eyes are not too close together, that they're separated enough, okay? So just 2 little eyes. Then you're gonna draw another little circle inside that eye. So do your 2 circles first. Then you're gonna do another little circle inside it, okay? So another little circle inside, just like a black circle, little black circle inside. It looks like a regular bear now, okay? But now, once you have its 2 little circles there, you need to create the panda bear lines, kind of like what they have with raccoons. So watch. We're gonna curve this here. We don't want them to touch. So we're gonna curve it around its eye like this, and then curve it like this, okay? Like that. And we're gonna do the same thing for the other eye, because this is gonna be black, okay? Once we start painting, it's gonna be black. So we're gonna curve this one here, curve this down and up, okay? And then the panda bear is gonna be white with black, okay? And that's him right now. Okay. Good. So just curve his eye. Take your time. Okay. His body is gonna curve down. Let's see. So his body, we're gonna create a shoulder. So we're gonna curve a line that goes like this and curves in. So just like that. And then another one on this side, like this, okay? Not too big. Kind of creating his body. But then he has his 2 paws. Great, Isla, good job. How are you doing, Maddie? Good, okay. So curve his body here. Now we're gonna do 2 like rainbow lines here for it to create his paw. So his paw's gonna go like this. 1 paw here, a rainbow line like that. And then you're gonna do another rainbow line here like this. And we're gonna kind of attach them together. So it creates kind of like an M or a flying bird, like that. And then you're just gonna curve the paw like this, okay? So they're kind of touching as he's sitting down, okay? They're touching like as he's sitting down, okay? Next. He has most of his fur is black and then the inside is white. So if you guys have cats, you guys know what I mean. They have 2 different colors, like in the body and the belly, right? So you're just gonna do like a rainbow, okay? Like a skinny rainbow here in the center of his body like this. A skinny rainbow like that. Just like a skinny rainbow in the inside right there, okay? Now, because he's sitting down, we're gonna do 2 big oval shapes. Great, good job, Isla. So we're gonna do 2 ovals for him sitting down. So here and here, we're gonna do 2 ovals, so watch. I'm gonna do a big oval here, right there. And then I'm gonna do a big oval here, which shows that he's kind of sitting down. He or she's sitting down like that, okay? So do 2 ovals on the ends, 1 here and 1 here, okay? And if you don't like the way something looks, remember, you could just erase it. And because we're painting, it's okay. Like, it's gonna get covered up anyway, so don't worry, okay? Just try your best. Now we're gonna do, see here in the back where before his paws are, you're gonna create a bump here on the side because it's gonna create his hip. So a little bump right there and a little bump here for his hip, okay? A bump here and a bump here. It's kind of like a rainbow. Bump here and a bump here for his hip, okay? And then all that's left now is just doing the paws. So the paws are going to be the detail in the paws, okay? And the details for the paws is kind of like a cat or a dog. So you're going to do one, look, oval, one oval here, one oval here. You're going to try to do 4 ovals. If you can only fit 3, only fit 3. That's fine. I can only fit 3 because my paw is not big enough, and that's fine. And then we're going to curve this here. Kind of looks like almost like a jelly bean, and curve that, okay? Yes, perfect. Good job, Isla. And the same thing for the other foot, the other paw. 1, 2, 3. I'm only gonna fit 3, and then curve this like a little jelly bean, okay? And that's the panda bear. All that's left now is the bamboo, and we're just gonna sketch out the bamboo real quick, and then we're gonna start painting, okay? The bamboo is what type of shape, guys? What is bamboo shaped like?
Cylinder.
Cylinder, yeah. And they're kind of like little skinny rectangles or sticks, right? But they are cylinder. So we're going to do a few bamboo. We're going to do a bamboo that comes out to the side right here on the right side. So all you're going to do is curve a line that goes like this. Look, curve a line like that behind his foot, behind him like that. And then we're gonna do a double line and curve it. Just make sure it's thick enough. You don't want it too skinny because you need to paint this like that. Okay, that's it. So that's one bamboo, okay? Then you're gonna do another bamboo that comes out here. So we're gonna go from here at the bottom of the page, I mean, to the bottom of the canvas. We're just gonna do a line that goes like that, okay? It doesn't matter how, just curve a line up. But you're gonna make this bamboo thick, so you're gonna curve another line next to it, okay? Just like that, okay? Now we're gonna do another line right behind it. It's just gonna go straight up. So from the bottom here, you're just gonna take a bamboo line, a line that goes up like that. One from the bottom of the canvas all the way up, okay? Now you don't want just one line right there, so we're gonna make this thicker. So we're gonna make this a little thicker. We're gonna do another line next to it to make it thicker, and just take it all the way up next to it. Okay, that's the second bamboo. Okay, this one I'm gonna change a little bit. Okay, now we're gonna add just one more bamboo and we're done. So we're gonna add another line going next to this one like this, all the way up. Okay, and then we're gonna do the other line that goes next to it to create that cylinder shape, okay, because it's sitting in like bamboo. Okay. It has leaves on the bamboo that's coming out. So with the leaves, you can go ahead and we're gonna start with a few leaves here. So we're gonna curve this line right here, just like that. Have a curved line like that, kind of like a rainbow over his head. Okay. And then you can create the leaves like this. So you can just do leaves like that, one leaf like this, another leaf going up like this. Okay. So watch, I'm gonna do the leaf again, look. Curve down like this, and then curve down like that, okay? I'm just gonna do a couple leaves. Curve up, curve down, okay? Curve down like this. They're kind of matching, curve up and down, okay? And then we're gonna just do one leaf going down like this and like that. I'm gonna do, that's one leaf right there, okay? Now we're gonna curve another branch of leaves right here. So I'm just gonna curve this up like this, just like that. And then I'm gonna make my other leaves, okay? So I'm just gonna curve a leaf here, Just like that. I'm gonna curve another leaf this way. I'm gonna curve another leaf. And I'm just gonna curve a few leaves, not too many, because remember, then we're gonna have to paint all of these. So we don't want too many leaves. We just want a few, just to fill up the space. Okay. We can have another branch of leaves going out this way. So from this first bamboo here, we can have another branch going out like this, just a little bit. And then you just add leaves in between, okay? So just another leaf here. Just add whatever kind of leaves you want. Doesn't have to be too many, okay? I'm keeping them a little simple. And don't worry, whatever you don't draw with a pencil, we can always add with the paint, okay? So don't stress yourself out, it's okay. We can add another leaf here if we want to. Maybe we can add another leaf going up this way, another line right there, and add maybe like 2 more, 3 more leaves, and then we're done. And then we'll start painting, okay? Now with the bamboo, there's also little lines. We're just gonna do these 3 little lines and we're gonna add these in just so we know for reference. So for the bamboo sticks, there's a little like a curved line that goes here, another curved line that goes here, kind of like a U, just so you understand where we're gonna paint. We're gonna end up painting white, where we're gonna end up painting green. So you can just add a few curved lines in your bamboo. It doesn't matter where, like honestly, like you could just spread them apart. They can't be too close together. So just spread them apart, okay? And there's gonna be a curved line here and a curved line here, okay? And then that's it. You can add more, you can choose to add more leaves if you want after, but right now this is fine, okay? Let me see what you guys have so far. I didn't get the steps for the band. Okay, so for the band here, for the bamboo, so what you're gonna do, you're just gonna do like curved lines like this, Maddie, like this, like a U shape on the bamboo. So you're just gonna do like three in each bamboo. The longer bamboos, like this one on the bottom, only has 2. So you're gonna do like a U shape, okay? That's all you're gonna do. Okay. Now with the once we start painting, if your pencil needs a sharpener, you might need another sharpener, because I know I'm at the end with my pencil. Like that's the thing with drawing with canvases. Unfortunately, your pencil runs out so fast, so you need to kind of constantly sharpen it. Okay. So let me know when you're ready. Let me see. Let me hold up your canvases. Hold up your canvases. Once you're ready, hold up your canvases. You already started painting, Kaya? You just went for it, didn't you? Okay. All right, let's see. Isla, how are you doing? Okay. Oh, great. I love it. Great job. Awesome, Maddie. Great, everybody. Okay. Okay, awesome. So I'm going to show you a technique where we're going to do the background first, and then we're going to do the panda bear. So the background, even though we have different parts to the background, we're not going to color every single thing by itself, okay? We're going to do a wash first. What does that mean? That means we're going to do a couple colors of green and white together, and then we're going to do the panda bear, okay? So the colors that you need for the wash in the background are going to be your green. So make sure you have a green color, your green, and your white. Okay? So grab a little bit of green and your white.
I also have black.
Okay, cool. You don't need black right now because we're just going to do the wash, okay? And you're going to do a little bit of yellow, okay? So you need these 3 colors, sorry. So you need a little bit of white, green, and yellow. I'm going to pour a little bit of yellow into my palette here. Do you see what I'm doing? Just a little bit. You don't need too much. A little bit goes a long way, especially with this type of canvas. You need a little bit of green, just a little. Whoops. I'm going to put this here. Whoops. A little bit of green, not too much. Whoops. Don't want to waste paint. And then I need a little bit of white. Okay, I'm gonna do, there, that's perfect. I don't need that much white. Okay, so that's it. That's all you need. I'm gonna open up my brushes and we're gonna do the wash in the background. We're gonna start off with the yellow first. So let's pull out the brushes. They're different size brushes, guys. So I usually like painting with this brush right here, this little one right here. This one that's like a curved tip. And I also like painting with this one that's curved. You can choose whichever one you want, but when you do backgrounds, you want to try to get the two biggest brushes that you can. But I'm going to do this one and this one that's curved. So then that way it makes it easier for me to go around the panda bear because I don't want to paint the panda bear, these colors. Got it? Okay. So what we're going to do with the background right now, we're going to just go ahead and color in the background. So watch. I'm going to go ahead and use the bigger brush, this one right here. I'm going to put some yellow on my brush. Look what I'm doing, yellow on my brush. And I'm just going to color all of the background like this. All of the background yellow. I'm going to go around the panda bear. I'm not going to paint the panda bear, guys, okay? So if you need to use the thinner brush to go around the panda bear, go around the panda bear with the thinner brush. But right now, I'm just doing a yellow wash in the background, okay? So we're gonna do yellow background because then we're gonna add some green to this. So we're just gonna add yellow everywhere in the background, okay? Just add your yellow. Let's add the yellow, just yellow. Okay, let's just add yellow. So we're gonna do yellow. And if you need to pour a little bit more paint in, if we run out of yellow, go ahead. But I'm just doing yellow right now. I think I do need to add a little bit more yellow. I don't have enough. So I'm gonna add a little bit more yellow. There we go. Okay. Now just paint the background yellow. Just go around the panda bear. Let's not paint the panda bear yellow because he's gonna be white and black. So go ahead and just add the yellow everywhere in the background. So all through the bamboo, everywhere in the background, because we're gonna add green to this. So you're gonna see what we do, okay? So just continue adding the yellow, adding the yellow. We're gonna add some green and some white in a moment, but first we're gonna do the yellow coat first, okay? I'm gonna do that first. Add the yellow, take your time. We're not in a rush. Take your time, just add yellow. Make sure that you're not putting so much paint on your canvas. Make sure that it's a thin coat at first so that first coat dries, and then we'll do another coat in a moment, okay? We don't want too much paint on our canvas because then it makes it hard for it to dry, okay? So it should start looking like that. And then you're gonna do the same, for the other side. Just add your areas, leaving the panda bear by himself. Don't paint the panda bear. Now, if for some reason you get a little bit of yellow on the panda bear, it's okay, guys. You can also get a little paper towel and a tiny bit of water, and you can take the paint off, or you can just leave it like that. We can just go over it. It's okay. Like, don't worry about that, okay? So just continue going ahead and adding the yellow in the background, okay? So that's the good thing about paint. We can just go over it, okay? And there we go. I'm gonna add a little bit more yellow. Any areas that look a little lighter to you, go ahead and just continue adding more yellow. You see what I'm doing? I'm holding, in order for me to hold my canvas, I just put my fingers, my dry fingers right here in the dry part where the panda bear, so I hold my canvas so it doesn't move. I don't know if it's moving, if your canvas is moving for you, but usually my canvas moves when I paint. So I'm just holding it down with 2 fingers on the dry part. So then that way I don't get my fingers dirty, okay? Okay, so once you have that, we're gonna do a wash. So what does that mean? Once you have your yellow, you can go ahead and grab a little bit of green. We're not gonna color the bamboo yet. So I'm just gonna grab a little bit of green, just a little bit, on my paintbrush. And what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna go ahead and just do like, you see what I'm doing right here? I'm just adding some green to the background, just some green texture to the background like this. So I'm just going to add a little bit of green going up and down in the background. It doesn't matter if I get it on the leaves, it's fine because I'm gonna color the leaves darker anyways. So just add some green to your background like this. So you're pushing, so you don't have too much. It shouldn't be like a really dark green, it should be more like a lighter green in the background. And you're just gonna push that up and down like this. Just, it's not gonna be completely green. You still wanna see the yellow, but you just wanna see like hints of green in the background. So you're just gonna get a little bit of green, okay? So I'm gonna pause right there so you guys can go ahead and just continue painting your background, okay? Just continue painting anywhere that you can. Okay, let's see, how are we doing over here? Let's see, Eli, great. Emma, how are you guys doing? Awesome, great. Yo-Yo, how are you doing? Little cheese.
I'm good. I'm trying to face my camera.
Okay, great. That's perfect. That's looking good. Eli, great job. Awesome, great job, guys. Just take your
yes.
time. We're not rushing. Great, awesome. Okay, so you're just gonna continue doing that, okay? Now, he's sitting, the panda bear is sitting in grass. So what we're gonna end up doing here, we're gonna start adding
Grab for me.
we're gonna start adding some green on the bottom where he's sitting, okay? So let me, hold on one second. Let me make sure everybody's, okay. So we're gonna start adding some green on the bottom where he's sitting. So we're gonna add a lot more green, but we're gonna do this stroke. So watch what I'm doing. I'm gonna start doing this stroke that creates kind of like grass. So do you see what I'm doing? I'm just doing this like this, like these type of strokes, like grass blades. I'm just going up. Do you see what I'm doing? Just going up, just like this. I'm doing the same thing here. I'm going left, right, left, right, left, right, diagonally. And you can use, we're gonna use like a thinner brush for this to get more blades in there. But right now you can just do this type of effect because we're gonna add some white, we're gonna add some black. So just keep on going. Just gonna go diagonally, okay? Diagonally. And just keep on going. And it's gonna, I'm going into the bear a little bit, but it's okay. Because then I could add some more paint and fix that, no problem. I don't get too worried. Like if I go over it, it's okay. I don't stress myself out because with paint, we can fix anything. It's really forgiving. Okay, so you just continue. Okay, continue, continue. Just add the grass. Just add some green there, okay? Any of the background that you did, just, we're gonna let it sit there for a minute. Okay, just continue adding your grass. I'm gonna add a little bit more green to my little palette because I ran out. There we go, that's enough. Okay, just gonna add a little bit more green. And then we're gonna work on we're gonna let the background sit for a minute and then we're gonna work on the panda bear and then we're gonna go back to the background. So we need to let things dry a little bit. The good thing about this type of canvas, guys, is that this canvas dries pretty quickly as long as you're not globbing your paint so much. It'll dry pretty quickly. So just take your time, guys. We're not in a rush. We still have a lot of time in class. And we're just doing one, so, okay? We have time for detail. We have time for all of that. Just take your time. Canvas painting is not supposed to be stressful. It's supposed to be peaceful. Okay. Maddie, how are you doing over there? Okay. Let's see you painting. Awesome. Looks good, Maddie. Okay, great. So Maddie, what we're gonna be doing, we're gonna start painting the panda bear in a second, okay? So once you guys have your grass, guys, we're gonna go ahead and now we need some white. I have white on my palette and now I need to also add black on my palette, okay? So you can, if you wanna use this same brush for your panda bear, you have to wash it. If not, you have all these other size brushes you can use for your panda bear. I'm gonna choose not to wash this brush and I'm gonna leave it to the side and I'm gonna pick a different brush for my panda bear to paint. I think I'm gonna use maybe like, maybe this type of brush or like this type of brush to paint my panda bear. So you need 2 or 3 more brushes for your panda bear and you're gonna add a little bit of white. So you need a little bit of white here to your palette. Make sure you add some white. And then you're gonna need some black, okay? So you need some black. So add a little bit of black to your palette. I'm doing a little bit too, right about there. That's good enough, okay? Make sure you close your lid to your paint so it doesn't spill everywhere. And anything that you spill, make sure you clean up, okay? Don't leave that for your parents to do. Okay, here we go. And then, oh, also you are going to need some pink for the paws. Here's some pink. I'm gonna open up the pink. I'm gonna need some pink for the paws right over here. Just a little bit. Oops, that was way too much. Okay, and then his eyes, it looks like his eyes are blue. We could do the turquoise blue instead, this one. You just need a tiny bit. This is just literally, it's a dot. You don't even need to pour that much. You can even use that lid. But I'm just gonna pour a tiny, whoop, just a dot. There we go. That's all I need. Okay. All right. So the first step, we're gonna go ahead and start doing, we're gonna start doing his face first. I'm gonna start doing his face white. So I'm gonna grab my little palette here and I'm gonna grab the white part right here, just dip my brush in white paint. And you don't even need to add any water to this paint because these are washable colors. Now I'm gonna go ahead and just start painting his body, his face white. So look, this part right here is white, and you're gonna go over the pencil that you drew because that's gonna pop through anyways. You're gonna paint his face white, okay? And I know some people always say, oh, Elizabeth, why do I have to paint it white if the canvas is already white? Well, it makes a difference, okay? Believe me, it makes a difference. Okay, so just go ahead and paint around. The nose is not white, the nose is black, so try to go around it. If you can't
Do we
paint
paint
it,
the eyes?
Pardon?
Do we paint over the eyes?
Yeah, so the eye, the circle, only, look, watch what I'm doing. So for the eye, you're only painting the circle, but then we're gonna add some blue in it. So just add a little bit of paint to the eye, a little bit, because we're gonna go in with some blue paint in a moment, okay? So just paint around it. You're not painting that big circle around the eye, that's black, okay? If you want to paint it white, you can, but you're going to go over it with black and then it's going to become gray if it's not dry. So I would just leave it like that, okay? So look, all I'm painting right now is this part of the face. You see what I'm doing? I'm just painting this part of the face. The ear is not getting painted with white because the ear is what color? The ear is black. So I'm just going to paint its face right here. And then anything else that's white, I'm gonna do, okay? So it's the circle of the eye right there, I'm painting white. I'm painting around in between here. I'm not painting the nose is black. Then I'm painting its little belly. Its little belly is white, okay? Its little belly is white, so go ahead and paint the belly. And again, you don't wanna like put so much paint on your canvas. Just a little bit will do. So then that way it dries. By the time we finish painting the rest of the body, the face and the belly should be pretty much dry. Because right now, if you look, if you touch your background, if you didn't use as much paint, it should be almost completely dry. Almost, okay? Okay. So here we have its face, we have its belly, and we're good to go with the white. How many of you guys, let's see, hold yours up. How's yours looking with its face and its belly? Great. Little cheese, good job. Great, Maddie. Awesome. Okay. Next step. Next step is black, guys. So black is hard to erase. So be very careful with your black. I'm gonna end up using this thinner brush that's like it has a tip on it because I want to go around some areas, okay? So I'm going to use this one. This one for me is a perfect brush to use for the rest of the body, okay? You're going to put a little bit of black on this brush, okay? And a little bit goes a long way. So look, I'm just dipping my brush here in the black, and I'm just going to start now going inside the body, okay? And at first it's going to start to look gray, but then we're going to add another coat, okay? So just be careful with this. Just take your time. I'm taking my time here, just painting this part black, okay? Just take your time, go slow, take your time. Make sure you don't have too much paint on your brush where it's very globby, and you just layer out the paint so it's a little on the flatter. We'll go over it again with one more layer, but just make sure that at least the first layer is thin, so then that way we can go over it again and it dries faster, okay? Because we want to add detail, okay? So go ahead and do that. You're gonna just continue just adding the black. You see I'm adding black here, I'm adding black there, connecting that, continue with the shapes. Okay, just add that. Okay, so I finished that part right there. Just gonna curve my lines a little bit better, make these look a little better. Just move your brush. When you use too big of a brush, it's kind of hard to maneuver. That's why I like this little thinner brush. It's just a little easier for me to get in between. And then here with the hip and the paw, so you see those 3 dots right there and the bottom of the paw, you're gonna leave that blank because that's gonna be pink. So we're gonna do the black first and then we'll go in with the pink, a little bit of pink, okay? So try to go around as best as you can around the paw with a thinner brush, guys. This one, if you're using too big of a brush, use a thinner brush for the paw because you're gonna have to go in between those little cracks and areas. So you wanna make sure that you leave that space, okay? So just go ahead and do that. How are you guys feeling as you guys are doing this?
I don't know, mine's a little bit like, I want to say brown instead of black.
Oh, brown? Okay.
Yeah.
Let's see. There's no brown in that. It's okay. Okay, yeah, that's fine. I mean, it's a light, it's looking like a little gray. Mine too. But that's why we'll add another coat as soon as this one dries. But right now, just at least get that one coat in there. Okay?
Okay.
Okay, just get that one coat. These are washable paints, and we did that on purpose because usually we work with acrylics when we're at camp. But acrylics, unfortunately, stain your clothes. And it's really hard for it to come off of your clothes unless you wash it right away. So we decided we wanted to do washable paints instead. So it makes it easier for you and easier for your parents. So they're not scrubbing your clothes clean, okay? Now you're gonna continue adding black to the other hip of the panda bear and around its paw again. And again, if you need to use a thinner brush, just go ahead. Remember, you have your water cup so you can clean your brush. You have a paper towel, make sure you dry your brush so it's not soaking wet. It makes a difference, especially with this watercolor tempera paint, if there's too much water on your brush. Okay, so just take your time and do that. And the other part of that's black here on the panda bear is also the ears and the nose. But for the nose, I'm gonna have to probably use a thinner brush as well, just so then that way I don't make a mistake, okay? So there's the body. And I'll probably have to do another coat because it's a little on the lighter side that I like, okay? And the body is, for me, is done. I think I'm gonna add a little bit more black here. Now I'm gonna add its little ears, its cute little ears. I'm gonna add some black to its ears. I might have to use a smaller brush for the ear, but let me see. Okay, that's fine. Okay, just get in there with the ear. And if it gets a little bit in the white area, it's okay. It's okay, don't worry about it, don't stress about it. Okay, just go ahead and paint that up. Here we go. And paint that up.
A bow right in the middle.
You did a bow? Oh yeah, if you wanted to add a bow to this panda bear, sure. You can add a bow, why not? Whatever you want. You can add anything else to the panda bear. Now, because I need to get to the nose and I need to get inside the eye, since I have so many brushes, I'm gonna try to pick the thinnest brush that I possibly can in order to get inside there. Because I want to make sure that it doesn't mix in. So I'm gonna get my smaller brush and I'm gonna get black. And now I'm gonna color inside the eye. See, you have to be very careful here. All right, this is where you really take time. And just get the smallest brush that you can, whatever works for you, and just go around the eye, okay? You're not going in the eye, you're going around the eye, okay? Around the eye, around the eye, okay? There we go. That's one eye, done. Now I'm gonna do the other eye. Okay, just gonna take my time here with this. Take my time. We don't wanna rush. When we're painting, we don't wanna rush. We really wanna take our time with this. And then once this all dries, if we have enough time, there's a Sharpie that's in your kit. I like to outline things with Sharpie when I finish painting, and I'll show you why. Because it really does make things pop. But you don't have to if you don't want to. It's two different techniques, okay? I'm gonna now start doing his little nose. And its mouth and its mouth, you don't have to do with paint, you can, or you can just wait for this to dry and then do the outlining with marker. That's the one thing. So when you paint, you can either do the outline with black paint right now, like his mouth, or you just can wait, let it dry, let the white paint dry, and then outline it with marker. I like doing the marker technique, but if you want to do the painting technique, you can. Just get, again, a thin enough brush, so then that way you don't make a too thick of a line. So I'm gonna try to see if I can get this thin enough with this brush, and I'm gonna go for it this time. Usually I don't. Usually I just do the marker because I feel like I have more control. But I'm gonna paint this with the paint. Let's see how this looks. Oh, that's not bad. Okay, great. All right, because I'm using a thin enough brush that I'm able to do that. Let's see. There we go. Thin enough brush. This is working. Great. You can do the same thing. Okay, or you can choose to do it with the Sharpie if you want. You just want to wait it out. Okay, wait it for it to dry. Okay, so I'm gonna just do that. And my panda bear is coming to life. It's kind of looking like the example. Okay, now once you have that, you can go ahead and go over the body again a little bit with some more black, or you could just leave it. Now we're gonna add the pink to its paws, okay? So you're gonna get another smaller brush. Get another smaller brush from your pack. That looks good, Maddie. Maddie, that's so cute. Can you hold it up? Can you hold it up? Hold on, let me spotlight you, sweetheart. Hold on one second. Let me spotlight you. Oh, so cute. Great job, honey. Awesome. Thank you, Dad, for helping.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right, I'm gonna move on to the paws. Let's get some pink in here, okay? Let's get some pink. So grab another brush, grab a clean brush, or you can wash your other brush. I'm just gonna grab a clean brush since I have clean brushes. I'm gonna grab my pink and a thin brush. I'm gonna add a little bit of pink here to my brush, and now I'm gonna do the paws. So the paws, I'm gonna add a little pinky in here. Okay. The pink looks a little bit watered down, so I'm gonna have to add like 2 coats or 3 coats. I'm gonna have to make this one a little thicker because it looks a little watered down. So, okay, just add some pink. There we go. That looks good. We're gonna add some pink here to the paw right here as well. The bottom part right there. Add some pink right here. Okay. Make sure you don't see any of the white canvas, okay? So if you have to add a little bit more pink paint, you're gonna have to, okay? Yes, of course, Elizabeth, you can show me yours. Let's see. Hold on. Oh, so beautiful. Awesome. Are you doing yours on paper, Elizabeth?
Mm-hmm.
What happened to your canvas? Do you have canvas or no?
I do.
Let me see yours. You didn't draw it on your canvas? How come? You wanted to do it on paper instead? Okay, it looks beautiful, Elizabeth. Great job, honey. Okay, awesome.
Show mine.
Yes, of course, you guys can share. Let's see. Let's see, little cheese. Hold on one second. Let me spotlight you. Oh, so beautiful. I love it. Great job, honey. Anybody else want to share theirs? Anybody else? Okay. All right, let me finish his other paw, and then we're gonna go back to the bamboo, okay? So I'm gonna finish his other paw right here, paw right there, little paw right here, Okay. Maddie, do you have a question, honey? Go ahead. Did I miss you earlier?
Me?
Okay. Yeah, it says your hand is raised.
It was an older question.
Oh, okay. Sounds good. Okay. So here we go. All right, let me lower your hands. Okay, great. So now we have our panda bear pretty much completed and done. Now we need to work on the background, okay? So we're gonna let the panda bear dry. I probably will add another coat of black because I feel like it needs more black. It looks more grayish to me right now. Again, it's because we're working with these colors that are a little on the washable side. Okay, so for the bamboo is a really dark, rich green, okay? So we're gonna add green here to the bamboo that's on the darker side. Now, in order, where's my green brush? Here's my green brush. I'm gonna add, okay. What I'm gonna do for my bamboo, the green is a nice green, but I'm gonna mix a little bit of black in this green. I'm gonna take a little bit of my black paint and mix it with the green. I'm gonna pour a little bit. I'm gonna show you what I'm gonna do. I want a little darker green because even though this green is really nice, I'm gonna add just a tiny bit of black to it. So then that way it makes it a little darker, okay? So I'm just taking a little bit of my black, mixing it with the green, and you see it's a thinner brush. It's not the thick brush, it's a thinner brush. I'm just adding a little bit of black to my green just to make it a little thicker or a little darker, okay? Then once this is the color that I want, I'm gonna go ahead and start painting my bamboo. Do you see how this is a darker green now? For me, it's a better color. If you wanna keep it the pure green that we use, you can go ahead and do that. So now I'm just gonna start painting my bamboo, okay? So anywhere where the bamboo is, I'm gonna paint the bamboo. And then we're gonna add some white there for highlights after that's painted. So go ahead and just start painting your bamboo. I'm gonna start with the left bamboo right here. I added a little bit of black to my green to make it darker. Whenever you don't like a color, if a color's too dark or too light, you can just go ahead and add some white. Like let's say I wanted to make the pink a little lighter. I could add white to it to make it a little lighter, okay? And with this green that we're using, you see how the grass on the bottom of this canvas is really light? I'm gonna go ahead and add some of this darker green with a thinner brush to make darker green blades in a moment. But right now I'm just gonna focus on my bamboo, okay? So I'm just gonna focus on that bamboo, make sure that the bamboo gets painted. So here we have 1, 2, I'm gonna do this back bamboo right here, right there. Just add that bamboo in, just color that in, and take your time. And it's okay if it goes over the leaves, guys, because we're gonna paint the leaves. As soon as that bamboo dries, we're gonna pick another lighter color and go over. So don't worry about that, okay? Don't worry about that if it goes over. Sometimes that just happens, okay? Go ahead and paint that. Maddie, grab your brush, let's paint. Grab your brush, honey. All right, here we go. All right, so I have my 3 bamboos painted here. Okay, I think I have another bamboo right here. So I'm taking my darker green again. Great job, guys. You guys are doing amazing. Okay, now just keep on going up. Paint that bamboo. Paint it up. And go up. There we go. Great job. Okay, this looks good. Okay, so now my bamboo is more prominent. That means that it stands out a lot more because now it doesn't blend in with the background, right? And with this bamboo and with this green color that I have, I could also start painting some of my leaves. Or if I don't like the leaves this dark, I could add the other green again. Add the other green. Whoops. And I think I need to get my other palette. Or actually, I could just do green here. I'm going to do some green here. Whoops. Okay. So I have my bamboo painted. Now I'm gonna add the dark green that I just used for the bamboo. I'm gonna get a skinnier brush here, and I'm gonna use that darker green, and I'm gonna add some more blades here, and I'm gonna make them thinner. So do you see here? Hold on, let me mix this up. I'm gonna make thinner blades with my darker green. So I'm just gonna have them go up a little bit. Okay, I'm gonna add some more green like this. You see what I'm doing? I'm just adding thinner blades, but with a darker green. So then that way I can create more texture. And I'm just gonna add more leaves, more grass. Do you see what I'm doing? I'm just adding more blades and just making this a little bit more three-dimensional, a little bit more realistic. Just add some more thinner blades here. I'm not gonna cover the whole thing. I could even add a little bit of black, just straight black if I wanted to, just so it creates those blades like that. Add some black right here. Just, let's see, with the thinner brush. And then that creates a little better grass where it's not so flat. And then just go up a little like this, up into its body. It could even cross into its body like that. Okay, that's a little bit better. Now with that same thin brush, I could also do, so now that I have that, I'm gonna let that dry. I am gonna add some white in here, but not yet. I need to let that dry. Now I'm gonna start adding my leaves. So with that darker green, I'm gonna just start coloring in my leaves. I'm gonna start coloring my leaves, so then that way those pop right now too. So go ahead and use that darker green that we mixed in. Or if you want light green leaves, you can go ahead and do the light green leaves, but I'm gonna do the darker greens, and I can add a little bit of white to it as well. So I'm just gonna go ahead and just paint my leaves right here. Paint as many as you drew. You can even change it up if you wanna add more leaves. You can add more leaves, but I'm just gonna keep it to the way that I drew them. Just add this. That way it shows, right? And then it's all coming together. I'm gonna add my leaves right here, leaf right here, leaf right here. Just paint whatever you drew. You should still be able to see your pencil lines. Just continue painting. There we go, there's my leaves. That looks looking good. I have one more set of leaves to paint right here. Let's see. Leaf right here. And then we're gonna add some white in the leaves. Once these dry, we're gonna add some white into the bamboo because we're gonna add some reflection, okay? So just continue adding your leaves. Paint your leaves here. Paint your leaves. There we go. I'm gonna check in with you guys and see how you guys are doing. Okay, so right now my bamboo is done. My leaves are pretty much done. Okay, that looking good. I'm gonna have to wash these brushes in a second, but I'll probably just pick some other cleaner brushes. Let's see, and then we still need to add the eye. So the eye, once it's dry, I think my eye is pretty much dry. I think I'm gonna be able to get in there with the eye. Okay, so for the eye, you're gonna grab your Sharpie, and there's two little dots that you did for the eye, okay? You're gonna grab your Sharpie and you're just gonna color in just the little dot, a little black. Color it in with the Sharpie, just a little bit, okay? Just a little bit, okay? And then for the eye is a little bit blue. So what you're gonna do, we're almost done, guys. So what you're gonna do, you're gonna take the skinniest brush you can possibly see in your kit. And you're gonna take a little bit of the blue, and you're just gonna outline that little black circle that you did, okay? You're gonna outline it with blue. So you're gonna get the skinniest brush, and you're gonna outline it a little blue, okay? Just a little blue, not the whole thing, just a little bit. Just outline it as best as you can. And it's okay if it goes over the black dot. It's okay, okay? It's just a little bit of blue right there, okay? All right. And I know it's already 12:01, but I'm gonna just add in the rest of the detail and then we're gonna log off, okay? All right, so now that we have this, we're gonna go to the ears. Once you've done the eye, we're gonna go to the ears. You're gonna grab your black brush again, and we're gonna add kind of like fur, okay? So here we go. I'm gonna add some black. So in the ears, you know how we have, like when we brush our hair, sometimes our hair gets like loose or it looks staticky. So I need to add a little bit more black to the ear, so then that way it's a little thicker. But then I'm gonna do lines like this, kind of like what we did the grass blades, guys. Look, I'm gonna take my brush and I'm just gonna take little hairs that go out like this, just like that outside its ear. Okay? Do you see the little hairs that just are sticking out from the ear like that? To give it a little bit more dimension, okay? I'm gonna do the same thing for the other side. I'm gonna paint the ear a little bit black again, just a little darker. But then I'm gonna take little lines. Look, I'm just kind of like the grass, like what we did with the grass. And I'm doing little hairs coming out of its ear, so it looks like it's more fluffy. Okay, so that just little lines that come out of its ear like that. So it looks a little on the fluffier side, like a little bear. Okay. The same thing for its body. I'm gonna just paint it a little bit darker black. Okay. And then on the shoulders, I'm gonna take out a little bit of hair, just a little bit coming out on the side. Okay. So just a little bit, just a little few lines coming out on the side, a little line going here for its fur. Just like that. Okay. It could have a little hair coming down right here, like 1, 2, 3, like a little line right here for its chest area right here. Just a little couple lines coming down here for its chest area. Okay. All right. That's good. And then we don't need any more hair anywhere else, just the sides right there, okay? Now for the face also, we need to create some hair for the face coming out. So I'm gonna grab my other brush. I'm gonna get some white and I'm gonna do its fur coming out for white. Okay, so just a few lines coming out like this for white, okay? Just like that. Just a few little lines coming out for the white. So it kind of covers my pencil line. Just coming out like this. Whoops, that's a lot of white. So just like this, okay? And a little bit right there. A little bit on the top. Just like this, like it has like a tiny little mohawk on the top of its head. Like that, okay? Do you see what I'm doing, guys? Okay. And that's that, okay? Now, the last step for this project, since I'm painting this, okay, the last step is gonna just add a little bit of white highlights. So you're gonna grab your thinnest brush that you have, the thinnest brush. Clean your brush if you have to. I'm gonna have to clean my brush. Okay, I'm gonna use this thin brush right here, the white. And then I'm going to do highlights, okay? So what does that mean? I'm just gonna grab my white paint right here, and I'm gonna do highlights here. So watch. I'm gonna do some highlights here around its paw. So I'm basically kind of tracing its paw over like this with white, because this will make it pop, okay? So I'm tracing the white for the paw like that. I'm gonna trace a little bit of white right here around its bottom of the paw right here, that's arm. I'm gonna trace a little bit of white on the top of this big paw right here, like that. Make sure your paint is dry though, like the background paint is dry, and then a little bit of white paint right there, just so it creates the shadowing, okay? I'm gonna do a little white paint on his nose, just a tiny bit. Just for like a glare, right there. Okay? I can have maybe some paint going into his ear, like some white paint, like some white lines or white fur going into his ear like that, like that. There we go. Now the only thing left to do is the bamboo. So wherever I did those curved lines, I'm gonna do a curved line right there, curved line here. This creates the bamboo. You see the lines for the bamboo? I'm just creating those U shapes in white. So then that way that pops, okay? So those U shapes, those curves, I'm gonna just create those curves right there with white. It'll make everything pop. Okay. And then I could add a little bit of white to any of my leaves. If I wanted to add a little bit of white here, a little bit of white right here to every other leaf or every leaf, I could. And that just makes things pop a little bit. Your lines are skinny, okay? They're not thick. So they're just very thin lines. You don't have to press really hard with your brush. You just are doing the tip of the brush. Tip of the brush, okay? Just like this. Just tip of the brush. Tip of the brush. Okay, and that looks a lot better. Now with the white, you can also add grass blades with the white. So I'm gonna add some.
Bye.
Bye, honey. Bye. Thank you for joining. I know we're a little over time, but I'm gonna just finish this off for you guys. So I'm gonna add a little bit of white here. Bye, Maddie. I'm gonna add a little bit of white blades here, just in the grass, so it also pops. Just a little bit of white to give it some accent. Okay, just like that. Now, I could add some black here as well. So I think what I'll do, I'm gonna wash my brush now that I did everything white that I wanted. And I'm gonna add some black. I'm gonna grab a little bit of black, just a little bit. And I'm gonna add just a little bit of black lines where I have my bamboo. So like see here, I'm just gonna add like black, a little bit of black here, a little bit of black here. It gives it again a little bit more dimension if I add just a tiny bit of black in these areas right here, okay? Just like that. It makes it look like it pops out a little more, okay? Just makes it like it pops a little bit more than what it was, okay? And that's the thing, like when you want things a little bit more realistic, you just add a little bit more black in these areas right here. Gives it more dimension. Okay, there we go. And then I'm gonna add a little bit of black grass blades, just a little bit, between the dark green, the light green, and the white. Just add a few little black blades here. That's like for shadow, okay? I can add a little bit of black to any of my leaves that I want to, or even like the lines right there. I'm gonna add a little bit of black right here, okay? Let's see, how are you guys doing? How did you guys end up doing? Let's see. Hold your pieces. Let's see, I'm gonna spotlight you guys. Let's see, Emma, hold on. Oh, that's beautiful. That's so good, Emma. Great job, honey. Great job. Did you love it? Did you like doing this? Yeah? Awesome. Let's see, Eli, how are you doing, honey? Can I see yours? Let's see. Where's yours? Oh, love it. Awesome. Okay. Who else? Maddie, can I see yours?
I'm still painting.
Show us
and
them in
it's
progress.
wet.
You see what you have so far? You can hold it up.
Yeah.
It's not gonna see or pull it down. Oh, I love it. Great job, honey.
Thanks.
Keep on going. You're doing great. Awesome. Little Cheese, do you want to share before we go, or Elizabeth?
Yeah, I want to share.
Okay, awesome. Let's see. Go ahead. I'm going to spotlight you. Let's see. Hold on. I love it. Great job. Awesome. Now just start painting the bamboo as well, okay?
Yeah, I haven't been able to.
Yeah, no problem. Let's see. Elizabeth, do you want to share, honey? Elizabeth? No.
Thank you.
Okay. All right, no problem, honey. All right, guys. Well, this is it. If you guys wanted to add anything else to the background, you can. Like, let's say if I wanted to add a little bit of white to the background, just make it pop, maybe like little dots. Or even if I wanted to add little lines to the background, I could to just make it pop a little bit more. I could just add a little bit of white highlights to the background like this. Here, hold on. Let me spotlight this real quick. And if I wanted to add a little bit more just white highlights to the background, I could, but I don't have to. I think this is pretty much done, guys. You guys did so great. I hope you guys enjoyed this. We'll continue on Wednesday with another project, and have a great rest of your day, guys. That's it for today. Okay. So if you're still finishing the bamboo, just go ahead and do a darker green. And other than that, this is it, guys. Hope you guys have fun. All right. Bye, guys. Have a great one, everybody. Bye. Bye, guys.